Hi, in 20 videos, we share some practical insights on how you can increase your chances of raising capital for your circular project. This is part of the Definite CCRI project. In our previous video, we explored understanding the market landscape and identifying gaps. In this video, we'll discuss something equally crucial, measuring social impact. We're going to break down why it matters, discuss some of the challenges, how to develop a social impact framework, and walk you through an example of how it works. Let's start with why. The circular economy isn't just about reducing waste or saving the planet, it's closely linked with the society around it too. Community building and empowerment, stress relief, and overall mental health of the community affected. Measuring these impacts is very important. Why? Because it helps us improve, show real results, and also attract potential investors. However, measuring social impact isn't easy, especially in circular economy projects. Here are 5 of the biggest hurdles. Social impact covers so much: community well-being, job creation, inclusivity, mental health, you name it. Deciding what to prioritize and how to measure it? Not easy. Secondly, unlike environmental or economic impacts, there is no one-size-fits-all way to measure social outcomes. Comparing impacts across projects can feel like comparing apples and oranges. And third, much social impact happens indirectly. For example, a circular project might improve livelihoods through supply chain changes, but tracking this ripple effect is not easy. Fourthly, any social benefits, like increased community cohesion or empowerment, are basically feelings. They're intangible and difficult to quantify. So you may need to use tools like interviews or surveys to measure progress. And finally, social impact often takes time to show up. You might see the impact months or years down the road. So how do we actually do this? Once you've done your initial research, the next step is to develop a framework of KPIs. Basically, a way to connect the dots between your circular project and its potential social impact. Now, this might sound a little bit technical, but it's really about asking, how does your project make life better for people? To figure that out, you can look at different areas of impact and use specific indicators to measure them. For example, financial relief. How does your project help people financially? A good indicator here could be the percentage of participants reporting reduced financial strain because of their involvement. Another one is stress reduction. Does it make daily life easier? You might measure the percentage of participants who say the project helps them manage life's challenges. Access to basic needs. Does it help people get essential goods or services? You could track the percentage of participants who report improved access to these through your project. Quality of life. This one's harder to measure, but you could look at the percentage of participants who feel their daily lives are positively impacted. Social connection and community building. Does your project help people feel more connected? A great indicator is the percentage of participants who report stronger social ties as a result. Empowerment. Are people gaining more control over their consumption choices? You could measure the percentage of users who feel more empowered in making sustainable decisions. Reduced materialism. Is your project encouraging more conscious consumption? One way to track this is the percentage of participants who report a shift towards more sustainable habits. Satisfaction with the service or product. Do people actually like and keep using what you offer? A simple way to measure this is by looking at the percentage of repeat participants in sharing activities. And finally, job creation for vulnerable communities. If your project creates employment, consider tracking the percentage of jobs filled by individuals from marginalized or vulnerable groups, like the long-term unemployed, underrepresented minorities, or youth. The key takeaway: your project's social impact isn't just about what you think it's doing, it's about measuring real change in people's lives. By setting up a strong KPI framework, you're not only making your impact visible, you're also making it easier to scale, improve, and attract the right support. Each of these KPIs can be measured through pre- and post-participation surveys, interviews, and behavioral tracking where applicable. To summarize, measuring social impact isn't just a nice-to-have, but essential. It helps show the benefits of your circular economy project to the people and the community around it. By addressing key challenges and developing a comprehensive framework, you're not only helping out your community, but also making your project more attractive to potential investors. I hope that this series provides valuable insights on how to increase your chances of funding. Stay tuned for the following video, where we dive more in depth into decarbonization as a service in the due diligence phase. Be sure to hit follow or subscribe and check out the guidebook.